Take a look.
Does stuff for attention. It's a lot of them that do this. And I truly think that he's one of them. So my thing is, I just don't know how real this is. He might have real feelings. I don't know. But I've watched him over the years. He's such a social media dude. This is part of it. Real quick, though. Imagine when we got fired from Fox. They did all this, though. You just start crying and all that, and I start crying with you. Shit, we got all type of press. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Before I start, let me say one thing. Everything that I am about to say is my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. And I'm going to tell you right now, some of y'all are not about to like what I'm about to say. So, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Go ahead and click another video, because if you don't have the patience to listen to a black woman defend a black man today, that's okay. Bye-bye. Let's keep it rolling. Welcome to A Day Late with DeAndrea. Let's absolutely get into it. Let me start by talking about what ESPN really did when they fired Ryan Clark. Now, whether you agreed with every point Ryan Clark made is not the point. The point is how ESPN fired him. Ryan Clark was not just another analyst. He was one of the faces of your football coverage. So when you fire somebody with his status during a commercial break, mid-show, that's not just a business decision, that is a statement. And in my opinion, a very disrespectful one. We all know that Ryan Clark is going to be just fine. Talent and professionalism like him doesn't stay unemployed for too long. This upcoming football season, I absolutely expect Ryan Clark to be on a broadcast giving us his takes. Nevertheless, let me pivot, because I want to talk about when Ryan Clark went on his own podcast, The Pivot, and he gets asked a real question, and he breaks down crying, talking about what it meant to represent his community. And keep in mind, on ESPN, he represented a large community, a culture of people that was able to identify with him, and maybe they did not identify with the other analysts. So Ryan Clark gets asked a real question, and he breaks down crying. And instead of people showing him grace, you had other men in sports media, black men, coming out saying that the tears were fake, saying he was playing the victim, saying he was putting on a show. And that's the part I don't understand. Because these are the same men who constantly talk about how black men do not have a voice in America. They constantly talk about how black men are not given a space to be vulnerable, how black men were not raised to cry, and that it's not acceptable because black men should be able to cry, and black men should not be held to different standards. But then the moment one of your own actually shows emotion, y'all clown him for it. I could not believe some of you podcasters and your opinions about a fellow analyst as well as a fellow black man. Fake tears. This is just what he wants to do for popularity. Suck it up. Everybody gets fired. Make it make sense that you're clowning one of your own. You clown him for being human, for showing his emotions real time about something that just happened. You don't know how that affected that man's finances, his family, his plans. I could go on. We absolutely get upset when people outside of our community minimize our pain and tell us that we're overreacting. But then we turn around and do the exact same thing to each other. Make it make sense, because it absolutely does not. And that is the hypocrisy for me. I don't care if you disagree with him being fired. We all get fired. But the fact that this man showed vulnerability about his situation and y'all calling it fake? Come on. You cannot ask this world to give black men grace while refusing to give that same grace to another black man when he's hurting. So all of y'all who ran to your podcast, who ran to your videos and had anything negative to say about a black man pouring his heart out, Next time you want to pour your heart out, remember how you just did him. That's it. That's the video. I'll talk to you soon, or I'll see you later, whichever one is first.